Welcome back, guys. We've got map 2 between Renegades and Vitality. This is one of those games where, unfortunately, Renegades cannot qualify now.
Yep.
But there is $1,500 on the line, and it's their map, right? If you think about Renegades, Mirage is synonymous with them. It's what their staple. It's what they always do well on, and it's their last game of the tournament essentially here. So hopefully they can give us a good performance. Vitality, I think, are top 2 regardless now. So their seeding
More or
is
less,
yeah. So I think their seeding is pretty much set.
Man,
so
they're impressing, like, for their organization,
for
their fans,
sure.
for like
Exactly,
people
yeah.
talking about
Definitely.
French CS. Like, they're doing a lot right now.
I'm
This
trying to
tournament.
think. They might even be top 1.
I
Yeah,
think
no, they are. They are.
Because
That's
They're
why I said
actually top
guaranteed.
1 by like 2
Yeah,
maps.
because
Yep,
Energy are
maps.
5 and 3. They have 2 maps left.
And Vitality have only dropped 1 map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just 8-1 now.
Oh,
they
they
dropped
dropped
one
They're
map?
7-1, so they're 8-1. Yeah.
Who'd they lose to? They split versus Liquid? No, they beat
Ents.
Liquid 2-0.
Ents one lost. They
Ents,
lost
okay.
one map to
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Scary, man. They're actually doing so good.
Very
They really
good.
are. I mean, even on new maps. So, I mean, who knows where it ends. This is a pretty big test, though, for them. I mean, MBK said it yesterday before they went on to win Mirage that they're not that comfortable
It's the
on
only
Mirage.
map they don't really feel that comfortable on.
Yeah.
So if anything, a good chance to prove themselves, like raise the morale and say, okay, we've taken on a team. This is their home map. We actually beat them on it. So there is something to play for in that respect. Vitality are definitely rebuilding, looking to find that confidence. They've just got back into the circuit of being invited to top events like this one, and they've got like, ECS coming up. They've got DreamHack Dallas. They're back in the scene. They've got Pro League as well. They're back in that kind of echelon. And they don't want to let a game slip by, right? They're not going to be taking their foot off the gas at any point.
And then considering what MBK was talking about when he was on the couch, the fact that, we're going to give this 2 months before we want to be like a solidified top 8 team where we contend, we can beat the best of the best, etc. If that's your goal, then you can't, take your foot off the pedal on games like this. Even if Renegades doesn't have anything to play for, you have a lot to prove.
No, I think he very much, and I might have made it a hyperbole by saying that they were going to disband if they didn't
You were
start
going
winning.
all the way out there.
Yeah,
It was
he
like
was.
disbanding.
Maybe just by a small margin, right,
roster
guys?
changes,
But I do think that in
retirement.
his eyes, he's looking at the project as an experiment. Like, he just still feels like it's that stage where they have stuff to prove. Like, I don't think in their mind they see it as like, we're good, we're just getting unlucky. I think in their mind they're like, we still have to show ourselves that we can get to a consistent level. They're actually ranked 11 in the world. That's a super respectable ranking for the amount of time that they've played together and the fact that they've done so at the major already, but they still feel like they want to be top 8 before they even feel comfortable saying that they're as good as they feel like they are.
Think about how new of an experience this is for someone like MBK, RPK, and Apex, because if you go back to the days when they were playing Source, they never had to build a team, ever. They got picked up by if it was whether it be Very Games or if it was KRL's teams or what have you. Like, you just started at the top, and that was it. And then you got into CS:GO. You didn't start out with a bunch of new players. Like, you started out with the best that the French scene had to offer, and you went with that and immediately find success. So for them to, again, as we talked about, starting with new players, not that experienced, and especially trying to build the team around one of these new players and letting the other one in-game lead, that's just a massive change of pace from what they've been used to pretty much their entire career. So it's cool to see that it's working out.
Well, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final map for Renegades. We'll see what they can deliver. It's the P250 in the hands of JKS. He's got the armor as well. The Superman purchase has been brought forward. One smoke, one flashbang, and a bit of aggressive play from Vitality here. Damage exchange, but they might be dissuaded at this point to go any further. If anything, Renegades will be pushed in towards the B site, and they are going to fully commit with all 5 players. And it's now a real brawl as to what goes down here. Who will find the first frag? Is going to be Apex here. MBK surely checks the close right corner. Doesn't do it. Now the smoke's down as well. Okay, Alex somehow does find the frag, and he gets a second as well. Are you kidding? I thought he was absolutely done for there. 3 versus 1 now. The reload. How's he alive?
Oh my god!
Okay.
There's a man. If you got that kill, then maybe. But
Bit of an awkward moment after reload.
yeah, super awkward. Can't ask for more bullets in the Glock though, can you?
No, that would
Why
be
not
unfair.
25?
It's got a big mag.
I
yeah.
mean, the Tech 9 at one point had 32, so
yeah, dude, remember those days? Holy
God.
smoke.
I'm trying to
Every round was a
repress
Tech 9
that.
commercial.
It was pretty
Yeah, didn't check that smoke
pretty
plume.
bad.
A couple of unfortunate events. I guess, running in, if they ran in any slower, they would have had to respect the smoke. But if they had come in running, clearing the close right, then maybe. But he got focused on a target. He saw farther in the B app, so he thought, all right, well, this is the one guy that's here.
Yeah.
Made an assumption.
Ooh. Interesting buy coming out of Renegades here.
Yeah, they've got a decent amount of nades, a couple of rifles,
Yeah.
a couple of deagles.
See what they
Alex
can
eats
work
the
with.
flash, gets the shot off. There's a lot of control here being taken by the CTs, but it's a safe amount. They're not like overextending. So we'll see when the smoke goes up who is the victor if MBK wants to fight. Wow, he's really understands how much time he's got left over here. And
oh, Alex trying to be cheeky to avoid the smoke. Runs into a bit of a trap. MBK, though, springs one of his own as he pushes through the smoke into A pit, finds a frag before ducking out.
was Alex trying to jump out of the window?
Yeah, he was.
Is that best idea?
I mean, they saw one guy cross early on, and they probably figured, he had a P250, so they're thinking, okay, not going to be the biggest challenge in the world. Didn't expect an AK to be greeting him under window.
Apparently not. RBK still on cat, very favorable spot. And once the shot goes off, he might peep, but Liaz gets in a position on the stairs. So the T's are doing a good job encroaching on the site. And the AUG taps are in from the CT spawn, but Apex is a really important spot. Definitely doesn't want to die.
Zywoo, though.
CTs are super safe, yeah. And Zywoo, because of the info he got, he can just kind of sit here.
So smart.
Saw the trajectory of another nade, and that's from the A ramp on a player who's so low. It's 1v2. Bomb's planted a good spot. That's a nice shot from Liaz with the AUG. He gets a clean headshot, jumps away from a CT, can wait for the kind of fake plant. He doesn't have armor, so he can get
so
melted.
smart.
Yeah, and he gets into a much better spot. And it looks like Zywoo's playing the long con game here of trying to push up towards him. He's going to hide now. The bomb will tick down. Zywoo's probably thinking, I don't have a lot of time to go for the defuse. He's running back towards the bomb. He does have a kit,
Yeah,
and
he's
it looks
gonna-
like, yeah, he has enough
Wow.
time as
Yeah, he's
well.
gonna make it.
Jeez.
Dude, this is such a smart, even from Zywoo, right? This is not something you would expect from such an inexperienced player like that. That's a really ballsy call to make there. He didn't even tap the bomb
'Cause he didn't wanna
before
waste
started-
time, yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Like he literally started walking. Liaz actually called. Again, another inexperienced player makes
It
the
was-
call himself, thinking he's going to push me.
While he was
good
walking.
plays from
Right.
good plays from both sides.
Absolutely,
Liaz
yeah.
did everything he could there. It's just Zywoo with the advantage of the armor and actually having enough time. Like Liaz did everything he could there. He didn't do nothing wrong, right?
Yeah,
so that was cool.
It
That
was
a
even
good
a
round.
question of whether or not Zywoo would get back in time. So,
Yeah.
it's Liaz delaying as long as possible. Super smart
Ooh.
by him.
Okay, let's say they forced again. They've partially bought into it, so they've given it enough. And considering down to the 1 versus 1, they're going to try and cause damage this round again. They're going to go for the A execution objective, get that bomb down if possible. If they find a few kills in the way, they'll definitely take it. The MP9 surely only good for 1 here. Gets 1.5. And it's the AUG who will be doing damage, but you can see still an uncomfortable round. Bomb almost certainly going to be planted here.
Yeah, a couple of upgrades too. There's no telling what the AUGs can do. It's our RPK to jump up on the box, take matters into his own hands, 3v2. And, man, from Tetris, I mean, you're going to have to...
That flash missed also, by the way. So that's impressive that he got him.
Spray's not good. Triple peek from the CTs. Well done.
Yeah, good retake again there from Vitality. Even though it was a little bit of a sloppy buy from Renegades.
They
Renegades
didn't...
are going to be fine, though.
They,
Yeah,
they,
the
no,
fact
they
they
only
get the-
half-bought.
the bomb down.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and they've got 4th state loss bonus
Yep.
with this round. So they'll be absolutely fine. There'll be money flowing for days.
It's crazy how Nathan said that one thing on the couch, and then it's just been so apparent ever since with the Renegades, just how it
Always
feels
have
like they're always
something.
buying. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a good job. Or
That's like
just
such
good
cool
point.
insight also, right? Because that's something that you will always now think about when you watch them.
Yeah, it's
Same with-
haunting me, man.
Yeah. Well, it's not really haunting you, right? But
In a good
it's-
way.
Because it's funny, right? Because now you also notice the tendencies in which, like, maybe they do opt to save when in reality another team wouldn't. So they get that buy.
Yeah. Touches the smoke a little late. Wow, that's a good pick from Smooya. Zywoo was coming into that confidently. What's the adjustment here? They've lost their mid player, their opper. Now they know... I was talking to Elige earlier, and he was saying that when this happens, it gets really annoying for him, who sometimes has to be in jungle to help his A-site players, to think about they have to be in jungle, but they can get killed from Palace, plus they have to watch connector, and someone can jump up behind them in window.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to go into a passive setup, then he has to be there to defend whoever's in the A-site and try to help them out. But
Was it Renegades that had that we saw yesterday when they did lose that mana advantage? They opted towards B more and retailed A.
that's true. They did fall back a lot of
That was
times.
Renegades, right?
Yeah, it was.
And that's something we did not see Vitality do here. They're opting more for that A push. Now, granted, they lost another member, so it's 4-on-3.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Man, MBK's kind of out there. There wasn't anyone coming from the A ramp, so he was in a pretty okay spot, I think, in his mind. And Apex takes an opportunity to get a shot in. RPK gets bled down, I think, either by a spam or maybe a Molotov into his spot. CT smoke is not great now. Apex or RPK is in a 1v3, and he'll just die. So that's a clean round from the Renegades. Going to mid control. They get the early kill on Smooya, or with Smooya, which is big. And from there, they keep it simple.
Yeah, and low money on Vitality here too. Apex can buy, RPK can buy. Pretty healthy, but then Alex, MBK, and Saiwu very low on money here.
It's a pretty cool observation, like what you touched on with Renegades. Again, when they go down in those man advantages, they'll focus more towards the B area than other teams, and Vitality don't really do it on Mirage. But if you look at their overpass CT side, that's something that Vitality will do. For example, they're happy to leave, for example, MBK like buy restrooms all by his lonesome to stack up over towards B. Like even if it's a bit of a blind read or something, like just because they need to address it somehow.
Another team that was notorious like for this back in the day, they don't do it as much anymore. Navi used to gamble a lot on their CT sites when they lost a man advantage, especially on a map like Dust 2. They kept like mid smoked off. And
Do they still do that?
Yeah, like have people just CT spawn and just straight gamble.
Yeah.
It's really hard to play against because you're always up, even no matter what map or whatever site you end up going towards. Like if you pick the wrong gamble, you're fighting 3. You know, so
that really messes with any given leader's head, because if you just do that. Just by dumb luck, right? You run into the wrong stack twice. You're thinking to yourself like, "Oh man, they've got a read on us, so I need to change things up," and everything gets really awkward.
Boy, Henry, it's a pretty crazy attempt at mid.
Oh wow, Apex. Still causing havoc.
Man, it feels like if you don't keep the pressure super high as a CT coming up to the top of mid, and you don't keep pushing and you make sure they can't pass across to the top boxes, that's when the T's take control, and you're just stuck there in the middle of mid, nowhere to hide, no boxes for cover.
By the way,
you have such a small window there because of underpass too. I'm like, well, they're going to come eventually.
Yeah.
Like, we only have this short amount of time.
By the way, that Bison, that has to be a misbuy, right? Because he's walking around with a 5-7.
Channeling his get right.
Like normally, I like to think of most weapons in CS:GO as pretty powerful, just on average.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt.
The Bison is definitely not one of them.
Do you remember though? We used to have an IRC group called Viva la Bison.
Viva la
I know
Bison,
because
yeah.
it was like the most legit gun in the game.
Yeah.
Like when the first version came
It
out,
was like
insane.
2012,
the first
13.
beta came out. We had
64
we had
bullets.
an IRC
the
group,
Eco
all the
Cobra.
1.6 players, all the source players. It was like a pickup channel where you could play against each other. It was called Viva la Bison. IRC, rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I miss
I
those
miss
days.
it, man.
Hey, Twitch chat's just fancy IRC, right?
Yeah.
Fifflaren?
Yeah, but
You know,
I
it's
don't.
Well, not really though, right? I feel like Discord was supposed to overtake that IRC feature of like having that community.
that kind of
like
does
having,
feel like it a bit.
but
like
not
it,
really.
but-
You don't have the same
I miss the
community,
channel
right?
list,
Yeah, you don't have like
those-
the in IRC.
The bot
you know, in
commands.
Team UK, like you were in that channel.
Sure.
They could talk to you if you want to. You know, you actually had a very much working community.
Yeah.
Now that's removed a little bit. You know,
In Brood War, they had IRC in the game, so I guess it's kind of like a Discord in the game.
Dota has the same too, and lobbies and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
you
really
have
work
your own
quite as
channels,
intended, I guess,
Yeah.
in that sense. But
clan channels.
yeah.
So to get this
Battle
everything.
MIRC experience.
And obviously we swapped here. Shout out to we have Heather's observing. Shout out to Heather.
Means we might get to see some kills.
Oh!
Shout out to DJ.
Hey, oh, okay, all right.
That's 8 fire
Yeah,
emojis.
yeah.
He's got he's got a lot of things going for him. He's doing everything this event, so we got to keep him on the ground.
Content creation, producing the stream,
Oh, yeah.
managing the players.
It's got a great content Priest with Prius.
He's doing a.
He's doing
We've
it
got a
all.
lot of good content coming up. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh,
actually
man.
one after this game, I think.
After this game, stick around for some
Ooh.
prime premium content.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
gonna be out there.
Wait, which one is? Oh, I
It's
think I know
Henry.
which one it
It's
is.
the. I
oh,
want to say it's the
oh,
interview.
God.
It's
This
the
is
interview.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we'll call it
interview.
the interview.
Oh, boy.
You thought the movie was the interview? No,
Don't go anywhere.
This is the interview.
This one, I feel I'm worried about this one. I'll be honest. This one,
Did
I'm
we put ourselves
really-
out there this
Yeah,
time?
we did. I'm
Yeah.
really worried.
In
about
hindsight,
this
wasn't
one.
the best move.
Right after the interview was done, I regretted it.
I had a couple of drinks as well, so it's just gonna say that much.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
how this goes.
Oh man. Anyway, walking up to A.
Smooth transition
much,
into
very
an
much
A
of an
execute.
explosive execute here.
Oof, it's going pretty well on the T side, I have to say. They managed to get through towards the bomb site, got the man advantage. Molotov will actually keep that CT locked in. It's worked against them. Apex will find the kill towards Jacob. 3 versus 3. No kit available, at least on the remaining CTs. There could be one on the floor for them. Smoke down to allow them to just wiggle around the bomb site a little bit more towards Tetris and the sandwich position, waiting for his teammates to arrive and an Alex to strike from the palace.
That smoke is doing them favors.
It actually is, you're right.
Holy smokes.
Oh, that gun tip.
Hello.
That's a big gun tip.
But it might be a trade. Brought to you by that smoke. It's a 1v2 from
Bad
Azure.
plant.
Oh, bad point. Yeah. Oh,
it's a
gets the
default.
immediate one.
Is he on? He's
got
on
to
it,
stick.
though.
He's got to stick.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
it.
a,
Okay.
okay. That's a really good spray. Azure 1v2.
Yeah, there was no kit, so he had to full defuse it. And there it is. Good awareness, good comms on the bomb plant, and he had no doubt in his mind he was finding that kill. That was a spray of conviction, I would say.
You've got to trust it. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
How close? How
First bullets go
so
in.
nice.
Jeez.
He knows exactly what's going on.
Uh-huh.
That's an eco, I think, from Vitality.
Opposite default plant has become like the more common plant. It feels like default's so limited because none of the good post plant spots are like actually can openly watch it.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's pretty much a requirement for you to get CT spawn control
Yeah.
if you're gonna do default plan.
So it's been kind of a new king. Small lead now for the Renegades.
Alright, going back to the bomb site, JKS gonna find the first opening onto MBK. Turn from Zywoo though. A lot of smokes going on here. Oof, oof, okay.
That's a
Team
good trade.
killing as well.
I think one stat that needs to get like echoed more often is just how many times did you kill at least 3 players? Because then that's just the difference between a negative and positive cash flow in terms of your saves.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
I
have
thought you
to
meant like
buy
for
for-
individual players, like how many times they get this 3K, and I was like, that's been around for a while.
So every time you kill 3 players, the other team cannot save money.
Yeah.
And so if you're on the T side, say you're a good team like the Renegades, and you're doing a great job of always being able to afford half armor, a P250, and a couple of smokes and flashes, and you get 3 kills. You do that every round. How much does that inhibit your CT's ability to buy
Actually,
in that game?
That's something I'm really jealous of Dota for.
Stats?
Because no, like they've got this partnership with I think it's called SAP. It does like statistical analysis or something, and they find like the most curious things. So like what you're saying, right? Like it's hard for you to do the math if you say like there's been 6 rounds where Renegades have been able to kill 3 or more in rounds they haven't won. But you can't just right off the bat equate to how much of a money loss that's been for Vitality, right?
Mhm.
Depending on what they bought up, depending on who died with what weaponry and how much utility, etc. Like something that can track that stuff and bring it up like mid-game or something, that would be so cool.
Good to see Zywoo and Smooya going head-to-head so often. That's a great opening op kill. Smooya was kind of like, yeah, I think Zywoo's going to be really good on this map. I think he said that right before they went in, so...
I really like Smooya because he's also honest with himself.
He's
in
very
the sense.
honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he's not like he's cocky,
I think
but he's honest at the same time. Of like he knows that Zywoo is a great player, right? And he knows that it's going to be a lot of duels that he's going to be having to take against this player. So
it's a lot of swings. Like he gets self-deprecating a couple of
He
times. Like,
does,
where,
yeah.
where it's like, oh yeah, like I can never out-op Zywoo. Like he'll get into that mood sometimes, but
Maybe that takes the pressure off. You say that you say that out loud,
like,
and then no
he
one's
says
like
that a
eyes
lot
on you.
too. Yeah.
So
I think if you ask him, I don't think he says that he's better than any other star operator in the scene.
Ooh, that's a solid
that's a
shot.
great pick. Oh my god, it's JKS. He's not even opping all that often, and Zywoo gets out of dodge, avoiding a Molotov. That falls a little short anyway, so flash comes out, Zywoo goes wide, and that's enough to displace Jacob's aim enough.
He needs to change his nickname. I feel like you have a really hard time. with
JKM, yeah, that's my name.
That's
You,
why
you,
Jacob-
you
you know,
know a lot, actually.
like-
JKM is your cool
Yeah,
man.
you know, like how Matt came up with like Skadooey and
No, that's
so was the
exactly
other
how
one.
it happened. He started doing that so much, it just became a thing.
Yeah.
So just going skidooey all the time. It just became a
Yeah, they're
thing.
doing JKM. What's the other one? He had another one, right? Was
Um,
both with Cloud9 or
I can't remember.
maybe not? Yeah, I don't know.
Asking the wrong guy.
The one team I had a hard time with was LDLC.
Just
Always
LDLC.
messed with me, yeah.
Yeah.
LDLC, like LDC.
Yeah, when you say a weird word like that, sometimes it makes it feel
LC.
like you're wearing dentures. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't even understand my own mouth right now.
Anyway, back into the action here. We're going to have Alex opening things up. Nice pick. Oh, even more so from Zywoo here, looking to tie things up, making a convincing case to do so. Going to see the incendiary thrown in. Zywoo trying to bait them out from the underpass, doing a lot of damage either way, down to 42 points of health. Still a 5-on-3 for now as things start to calm down. And Vitality making the correct decision here, falling back towards the bomb sites. Force Renegades to make the next move. You've already done the hard work at this stage. That's what we discussed earlier with the Ents matchups. They would find these advantages and maybe commit a little bit too much to the choke points.
Man, these fights. Yeah, T a little bit farther away from the angle, so creeps up on it. Zywoo understands that. He was pretty fluid in that moment, moving back and forth. But Alex is here for the trade. 4-on-2, and it looks like a pretty grim situation for the Renegades. Bomb is lagging far behind. JKS would like to make a play, but how far can he overstep? Not even far enough to get a kill versus an open target. Apex has got that scope on his AUG. He was happy to play. And that'll just be on Smooya.
One down. Not gonna get the second one, as Alex is positioned well to deal with that. So Vitality bring 2 rounds back.
pretty back and forth. Good amount of money here for Renegades. They can't afford an op, can they?
They can, yeah.
Oh, they can. Azra has
Azra
lots of money.
6.9k, yeah.
Okay.
I guess
so
Smooya has 6.2 as well, so
Well, we do have the T timeout.
smart. Yeah.
probably figuring out how they're going to distribute that cash, or if they want an op.
If they were taken seriously, they wouldn't call it a timeout right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Because they could get full rifles on everyone, or they go with one op and one of the players has to go with the Galil, or maybe like a UMP, an utility, that kind of ordeal.
I think, yeah. And what do you think? What do you think Renegades want to do
Like in that previous round?
right now? Because they've been going mid a lot. They end up at A a lot. But
Yeah.
we know, like I think Fifth mentioned in the past, have been grouping up at mid, then going actually into late B hits.
I'm not sure if it's like a tendency that they've noticed with Vitality in terms of how they rotate. Again, Renegades, in their own mind, they want to focus on, or like if they lose mid control, they'll focus a bit more heavy on B, right? Like if that plays into their own mind as to how they think other teams might be playing it. It's hard to tell. And also, if they're doing executions on A and they're getting up on the bomb sides, it's just a matter of not winning their duels. That might be something that lures them into thinking like, okay, but if we just do this as we would on a normal day, we're going to win out.
Sure. And it looks like it's going to be a fully. Smoke's cascading over the A sites. They've saw exactly 3. I think they can call a lot of rotates in. And their CTs have stacked up quite heavily towards B for a moment. They're starting to pour back over, but they're going to take their time, and they're in no position to defend from within the site. So the bomb goes down nice and early. Azur looks to get stairs control, and Alex is totally prepared, man. He had such a great day yesterday. It's good to see he's still laying it up.
Who's the late lurk, though? That's Smooya with the op. Yeah, this is the catwalk plan as well.
Oh,
So this
I like
is very
that.
doable. And
Yeah.
if they have the second rotation around as well.
Problem is the smokes, though.
Yeah, Lias just needs to stay alive, though, for... No, actually, he's going back to
And
apps.
full nade sets here for the CTs.
They got it lined up at least.
Oh, there was a second. He didn't even have to unpeak
Yeah, but yeah,
there, but
he
he's
doesn't
worried
want
about getting
to-
cleared.
Yeah, he doesn't want to actually make his position
Tap
known.
is in. Oh, okay. He gets 1 kill, but it's not the guy
They
who's
know he's not the diffuser,
planted the
right?
bomb. Oh, just
try.
off to the left. You
It's
can't.
smoke.
No harm, no foul. I mean, so you can't actually criticize him for that. It's hard because
It was a bit of a Hail Mary play,
Yeah.
right? Like they knew they were going to be hamstrung whatever happened. It was
Yeah.
a gamble to see if he could do it. Like I said, as soon as the smoke goes on the bomb, it's over.
Yeah.
Sure, he gets 2 kills there, but the defuse coming in, they knew they were safe. Like that's such a difficult moment. You've got, 4 different angles he could be at, maybe more.
Yeah.
And
I
you just
think-
got to spam it and just hope for the best.
I think that's the big difference where you have like the side plane towards catwalk and then like the end little nook, right? Because then obviously that limits the angles the CTs can diffuse from.
That's true.
In a big way.
Is that for the smoke? Clean? I think it was.
wow. Azur unable even to jump out this round because Smooya was the late lurk towards B. Keeps the op into this one.
Oh, spotted.
Ooh, there was a chance. He didn't even let go of his mouse or click. I think he was maybe a bit surprised. But the op is spotted, so they'll come out and try to jump trade this player. 4 CTs in the site, but they're doing a hell of a job, especially RPK. Oh my god.
What a beast. Getting it done.
Yeah, what a hold. Great play by RPK.
Strong.
Very strong man.
Not just strong on the basketball court, it seems.
No.
He's been
Oh, you
sinking
guys
those-
should see him throw a basketball. I'll
He's been
tell you
sinking
that
those
much.
3-pointers.
Oh,
like there's
Lord.
no tomorrow.
Really?
He
Yeah.
could literally kill me with that.
Strong, man.
Kill me with the basketball.
This has been a good week for him.
A lot of 3-pointers.
There's a lot of
Overall, yeah, 8-1 in this in the matches, just dunking.
Dunking on people outside.
There's a lot of hidden basketball talent amongst the
They're,
CS
the
group.
Liquid boys, like that, number 1 for me right now.
Yeah,
Stewie
that's
and
right.
Nitro.
Well, Nitro is
Stewie
really
and Nitro
impressive.
have chemistry on the court.
Yeah, right?
Have you guys seen Kassad play?
Those guys are schmoovin'.
No.
Kassad is
Legit
fucking
too.
amazing.
Can we? I want to get some like 2v2 like team pickup games here.
$500 a game is what
Yeah,
I'm
why
saying.
not?
100%.
Donation games.
Donations.
Donation games.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
charity, so you don't look like an
charity.
asshole,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Charity for myself. I'm still waiting
You
for
could-
that
you could
charity
pick the charity.
donation
Oh,
from
right.
you for
The
myself.
Fifflaren
I still owe you,
Foundation.
I still owe
Yeah.
you the charity donation.
Gonna help me with my Taco Bell addiction.
Taco
8 to
Bell
5.
rated #1 Mexican food in America.
What about
Yeah,
Chipotle?
How upsetting was that?
It was by Americans.
Yeah.
But so
Chipotle. I
imagine being in
think-
America and rating Taco Bell the #1 Mexican food in America. So much good Mexican food out here, bro. Come on. Come on.
But you can tell. Yeah, I mean, Taco Bell is just so Americanized.
I mean, I love
It's
it.
great.
Yeah. It is great.
You just got to love it. I've never tried it.
I've had it.
Never
Maybe
had
I've
it in
had
your
Taco Bell.
life.
Don't think so.
Holy hell!
Okay.
I think
we
I
might have a
have
night tonight. We have a night
We
tonight.
have to take Henry to Taco Bell.
Yeah, we
I think
now
I've had
have
a Taco Bell like Bean burrito, is that a thing? Or bean?
Okay, well,
Well,
now
they're
we're
tacos,
not.
that's in the name.
Henry's not eating anything for the rest of the day. We have the order. We're
Yeah,
gonna make
we-
the
I
order.
had
we
Chick-fil-A.
are-
Like I'm pretty full for a while, so I'm good.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna do
but
that
I
tonight.
mean,
That's it
tonight
now.
we are.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
definitely
I'll
grabbing
starve
Taco Bell.
myself tonight. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make it happen.
Oh yeah.
We'll bring the live cam. We'll roll it in.
Roll it in with us. I hope this is cool, guys. It's a
Film
public
crew.
restaurant and everything. Live stream going on. So
Vitality really woke up here on the
Yeah.
CT side. Was looking pretty good for Renegades there for a second. Another relatively low buy here from Renegades.
Yeah, but it must be annoying seeing those smokes come over the
Yeah.
side every round. You're just like, okay.
Like, here we go again.
Here we go again. Aw, shit.
A bit of a more passive approach. Probably
There's-
going to wait out the smoke in underpass before they actually make a move.
Finally starting to use underpass a bit more. It's a good way to kind of circumvent all of the trials and tribulations of going to top mid and then coming
Yeah.
down the mid ramp.
Having to deal with Zaibu.
Oh, cat players, Zaiwu opping you.
Oh, flash didn't work, but doesn't matter.
that's the opening pick. Remember, this is on the partial buy of Renegade, saving for that last round. This opens up some windows. Now. They've got an
that's
orc and the
quick.
boot. I love that boost towards short. It catches so many people off guard.
Jesus.
So that's going to be, oh my god, it's actually falling apart completely here. Not out of the woods just yet, though. Renegades need to try and keep players alive.
Apex could go massive. Oh, that's, yeah, and they're actually working together.
Did they know about Jacob, though?
They heard of this kid?
JKM.
Well, now they do. Apex does not like him.
Like AM?
Yuck him. Yuck him.
Yakim.
They landed on
Five-
their feet. That's
was that a
2v5.
Yeah, that's
2v, I was
another
about to
really
say,
good
yeah.
hold.
Was it 2v5? Damn.
They made it look so easy, too. I
Well,
don't think they're getting any
It was
damage.
Apex just knowing he had to really strike on those segregated players towards A before the smoke went down. He had to get a few kills, try and push them to his opposition. But as soon as he did it, teammate starts lighting them up as well. Renegades, that's a gutting one to give out considering. Yeah, 5-on-2. It falls by the wayside. It's been a really rough tournament for them. Just to reiterate, Renegades are here with a stand-in. It's not ideal. We've had visa issues with Gratis Faction, their main sniper. Smooth is a great talent, but there's only so much you can ask of someone coming into a tournament like this to try and perform.
No doubt. Death taxes and visa issues, right?
Yeah.
Good op shot. Very good op shot. It's only for a kill. 3-on-3. Alex takes some damage. Azure comes out and cleans up CT, and he knows that with that guy just jumping like frantically into CT, they were trying to clean up the slack. RBK's hurt behind his smoke, and this could be the round, even though it wasn't the last one. Well, they'll have success. Potentially, Alex goes unchecked at the top of stairs. That's not a peek you can let go unchecked.
Bomb's still not down either.
Yeah, and it only gets worse. Oh my god. It only gets worse the more time they wait.
No, but look where bomb is.
Middle of the site, suddenly 2v1. I was thinking the CTs don't have to die here, but apparently they're happy to duel. Alex within spam range of dying. He'll get the AUG frag, and man, is this becoming too easy for him?
The AWP's coming in, though.
This is a great angle. He can't be peeked from the top of default.
Oh.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Oh, that was looking dicey there.
Yeah.
Well,
Went from having
9-6.
so much control to nearly losing it all. But yeah, they do get that 6th round on the board after a bit of a run from Vitality.
Damn, they found rhythm on the speed bag. 5 rounds in the middle of that, and then just let it go.
Yeah. But it's been the CT side of Renegades, to be fair, that has been like their really, really strong suit. If you think about the comeback versus Stralis and just what we've seen so far in this tournament
That's
on
true.
Mirage, CT side has been their go-to. We'll see what they have to offer.
50, when you guys were doing super well on like every map, you know everyone's watching your demos. Did you get nervous playing your same spots just because you're like, everybody's like just eyes on us the entire time for like a year straight?
I mean, it was very apparent, right? Of like them really trying to try and see what
You're
actually
in the crosshair,
worked.
right?
Yeah,
like
but
everyone's
that's
trying to
also
replicate
why
what you're doing.
Yeah, that's also why. I mean, there was a lot of interviews that we always said of like one thing that I feel like we were really good at the time was even if we end up losing a game, we learned really fast from like what happened in that game. And like for example, if we were to play the same, so for, a good example is VP in that major, the Katowice one. We played them again 2 weeks later at the Copenhagen Games, right in the final, and like it was a completely different story, right? Because again, we like learned from our mistakes there, like the tendencies they like to play, and then we come in with a much better like, I guess, mentality and mindset, and then we ended up winning that final. I can't remember. I think maybe it was a 2-0 in the final or whatever, but it was a much different kind of NIP you saw there.
Right, okay.
But it was hard because
Yeah,
even
yeah.
for us, right, like we had no really time to go in and look into teams. it's the same thing with Astralis, right? Now it's a little bit more serious, and obviously they have way more people working under them and stuff. We had no coach, we had nothing like that. It was just us 5, right? Like, how do you expect us to also
Old
practice?
school style.
Yeah, also
Kicking
practice
it back
and,
with your
like,
buddies, 5 of them.
Don't get me wrong, like, obviously we still looked at
OS
demos
for
and
life.
stuff of like teams that we knew that were going to give us a hard time, but it was hard. I think people just had a hard time back then in general, just to play against aggressive players, especially on seat side that we were, like just really taking a lot of space. I think it was really hard.
Well, it's going to be the advantage for Renegades so far, looking to get themselves right back into this. But hold the phone. Alex has an opportunity, not much of one with just 6 HP, but he has got a little bit of time here, 25 seconds at this point. Has to try and make his way back towards the A side. See the bomb down there. If he can somehow get this kill on the remaining CT on the A side, he will have a chance, but it's such a tall order. They know he's low, just to face him and take him down.
I actually have one more question for Fifflaren.
Go for it, bro.
Who did you think was going to beat you first? The Virtus Pro at the time, the CIS Virtus Pro, or vENdetta?
Never vENdetta, I think, because the way, honestly, like even back then, you know.
And just for people who don't know, it was the CIS Virtus Pro, right?
Yes, it was the CIS Virtus
Or
Pro.
was it Asana Dragons, or was it?
No, it was Virtus Pro and Star Ladder.
It was a Star Ladder, and you know what? It sucks that we ended up losing that game. Like that's tournament in Star Ladder, like of anything. Like I would have preferred like us losing our first tournament in maybe like another region in which, like, because it was weird. Right? We had no soundproof headsets. You know, it was Russian casters in the studio in the sets.
Everything was against you.
Yeah, I'm not. Again, I'm not necessarily all like excuses and stuff, but it's a very different, and you can say the same thing every Star Ladder tournament. I'm not saying that. It's just maybe playing in home region or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was very hard to play against, you know, a VP or a Asana Dragons, a CS region in Star Ladder.
Gotcha.
It's like playing a French team at ESWC.
But we never, like, vENdetta for us was like, we were such a kryptonite to them. Like, they really did not know what to do against us. Like, we broke them completely. Like, Kenny S never performed against us. They had Scream at the time, and like, us versus Scream, we just knew to rush him because the playstyle he had was like these one taps. He cannot kill 2 at the same time. Like it's impossible.
He's gonna kill 1. It's gonna be pretty.
So like we knew that from the beginning. We really put a lot of pressure playing vENdetta. That's why we had these like 16-2s and stuff.
Yeah.
Completely just obliterate these guys, and they never really had an answer. It was only until Shocks came in when they really got like a footing versus us. And I think that like the mindset of Shocks playing very aggressive really helped them out. But anyway, back to the game.
No, yeah, I'm glad I asked you that. I've been waiting like Summits to ask you that, and I almost forgot. So, okay, there's a good trade that goes both ways. It's a mixed buy here for the Renegades. They were the ones to win the pistols, so
it's a bit of a bonus round.
Yeah, a bit of a bonus for them.
We'll see if they can actually withstand the pressure.
Not many can.
No, not many can. Not many have been able to so far at this event.
There's been a lot of that, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. 4 and 4 for now. 50 seconds remain. Vitality. Firm upper hand in terms of the 4 and 4. Favors the terrorists on a map like Mirage. You're very spread thin on the CT side. And in terms of the weaponry as well, you can see only 1 real rifle available. That's in the hands of Jacob. As Apex bravely pushes the smoke through connector here. Scouts in towards CT spawn. Smooya will have to do a lot of damage here.
Rotates are really strange for the CTs right there. There's no one in CT spawn, so the rotate out of B is going to be very scary because they don't know if window control's been taken. Jacob at least has a strong spot here up in the halls. Bomb's going down under his watch, and he puts together the spray. He's spotted now, so he could try to delay at the very least, but CT spawn gets cracked open, delaying rotations even further. It's 3-on-3. Jacob has to decide how much pressure he wants to apply now. I think this is what's the most trickiest is for him to see how he can have impact but not die, because him dying could ruin everything. So he'll maybe work out now as his team pushes in through CT spawn. 2, including the UMP, and it's only UMP to get a kill. The last 2 remaining players at CT spawn clean it up, or sorry, A ramp cleaned it up, and Vitality get double digits.
I actually think Jacob did a good call there of not trying to kill the bomb planner. I think that was pretty smart. I think there, like that peak, maybe wait a little bit there more for your teammates as you get into the bomb site before you take that out, go up Palace. Because I know that you want to clear bomb site into the left corner, but even for your teammates, once they're on the bomb site, he's not getting that angle until they're like completely under like Palace.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he pushed out just enough, didn't rush it too much, and yeah, maybe felt a little bit too much pressure. Like could have even been a bit more selfish if you wanted to, and waited. But hard to tell. Hard to tell. You're playing a guessing game as to how fast your teammates are moving while also looking at your screen, and
The
So-
beauty of watching the games with X-ray.
It's funny that it was kind of a bonus round, but Renegades were too broke to actually buy.
Yeah. Jacob pretty much invested into an M4. Some of them kept on to or held on to their SMGs. So
At,
uneven bank.
at least they don't have to double save. So there's something.
Just mid control completely given up. No real stack though for Renegades.
It's a dink for about 50 damage. That's when you call it's 1 HP.
Every time. He's lit. At least one. Let's go.
He's red. He's red.
And as long as you get the assist, it's
Exactly.
it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
I told you.
I
Yeah.
have to. I'll confess right now. I play with Ven a lot.
Okay.
I'm guilty of like adding a cheeky 10 damage on
Yeah,
every
I know.
single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I do it every time. I like.
Obviously.
I like to just make people feel good about the
Because
situation.
it makes them
right?
cocky too, and it makes them go for the frag.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just trying
Yeah.
to build that confidence.
If you
up.
don't, if you say you didn't even hit him, he's not going for the revenge frag.
Yeah.
You go,
Absolutely.
he has 1 HP. Ven is fucking rushing.
Yeah, he's getting in
He's
there.
like, I want this
He's
frag.
got, he's got clock out, running towards him.
First thing, yes, I'm
I've
going
got
for
him,
this.
Henry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, yeah. My
The-
teammates
the
in a
issue there is
1v4,
that-
they're all one shot. They're all one shot. They're all one shot.
And then I've got to get out of jail card as well. If someone calls me out for it, I go, oh shit, I meant. I just
Yeah.
flip it around. I meant I did this much. Oh, he had
Yeah.
that much life left is what I meant.
And then
so I
you're
just
like,
flip it around.
yeah, and then you're like, man,
Sorry,
stop
man.
wasting time in freeze time. IGL, please take it away.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then the
Everyone
heat's
just
off you
move
and
on.
reset.
Yeah, because I get sloppy when I hear like, he's got 1 HP. I'm like, okay, I don't even need to aim at this point.
No,
I'm just like,
no one
Full
does.
spray.
no
right.
one does. Yeah, I'm like Cirque coming up short on overpass. Like,
Holding in mouse one.
yeah.
I'm a juggernaut, bitch.
Anything for the frag, man.
Oh yeah.
That's the moral of the story.
on.
Oh my
That's
god.
That is-
disgusting angle. I have
but
not
he
seen
didn't
that.
see him, did he?
No, he didn't went far enough. But is
I have not seen a kill from that angle at least. I've seen that boost
yeah.
before.
Man,
To look into
didn't,
window, but not to look towards connector. That's kind of cool.
didn't think we'd see new stuff on Mirage ever, so that's cool.
That's yeah. I don't like Mirage because of the lack of new stuff ever.
So,
That's something.
oh, he's playing the drums. Okay, JKS. Is he getting scared now? Oh, this bomb's by himself. Ooh, could be a
That's
big
big.
kill, yeah.
That's gonna like since they grouped up as well, like on the side
They-
of Renegades towards short, like they can get a quick rotation in here.
They gotta it's 30 seconds, so they could technically still go back to B, but will they is the question. They really
They don't have time to go B now.
Yeah, but then the CTs, if they knew that, they need to just get over the A site fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're lagging so with the rotation. Oh, nearly
That's
a
good
second.
damage though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lane could be huge. There's no smoke in spawn. Azur's gonna eat the flash, and he could get the op shot in, but he gets double
so
flashed.
flashed. Oh
That
my
was
God.
sick. Good kill.
Still the low HP player alive as well.
Does he know
Vitality.
anyone crossed?
He has to assume, right?
Yeah, they could spam this corner.
Still got a smoke on Liaz as well.
No fire grenades, no HEs. Saiwu is so low. They're going to jump up. They don't even realize he'll get offered up a freebie. And it's an A-ramp player to peek along with the firebox. That was well coordinated.
Vitality is playing so well right now, working so well together. These flashbangs.
nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is something I feel like we've really been missing with this squad.
We'll see if they can keep it up to close this one out. It'll be a idyllic group stage for them if they finish. What would it be? 9-1. They get
Yeah.
this one.
Crazy.
Yeah, that like no one would have called this. Like they were maybe in the conversation.
If
with
you called
mid-table.
this, you would be an idiot.
Yeah, right. Like no, everyone would laugh at you. You said Vitality's coming in there to get their own Ents Liquid. Don't even worry about it. NRG. They're
This is like
taking
an
them down.
Anders level of prediction,
Yeah,
right?
like the only map they've dropped is to a top 5 team, Ents. Like that's it, and
Yeah.
they took them down on the map themselves. So I will hold judgment or reserve judgment until we get to the playoffs because I feel like the vetoes can be forgiving for
Sure.
teams like this. So when you get to the best of threes in a classic veto system, that's when I want to see them maintain this level. That's
a good point.
Yeah, that's the only problem. They're playing their strongest maps every game.
Good best
essentially,
of one
right?
teams
Yeah.
are different. Yeah, they're not going to win tournaments, so we'll see. It's a very good point. But yeah, it's another pistol here for the Renegades. Thought that would have been good for one.
Yeah. Gets decent damage at the very least.
Ding dong.
Like that.
Like that. It's a nice trick.
It was a good trick, wasn't it? Anyway, full eco. We can talk about what we like. It's full eco. Launders, how's it going?
Yeah, man.
Good
Yeah.
vibes this week. Enjoying yourself.
Sun's finally out.
Maybe the shirt can come off then. Again.
Again,
The
yeah.
dress can come on.
The dress. Someone, okay, can we just have an agreement? The dress will be worn by someone before this event is
It has to,
Oh,
otherwise
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
waste.
yeah.
At this
like
point,
if you and if you
yeah.
want to challenge me at any of these sports here, any games, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll take a one-on-one if someone wants
Didn't
to
you
do
have
it.
something with a
Dude.
like if you lost
Okay.
to Ken at ping pong?
Yeah, no. So, okay. So ping pong or Ken has been beating everyone with a clipboard. It's hotbit for people who don't know,
Yeah.
and he's been beating everyone with a clipboard because he was so good when he was younger. Henry beat me at ping pong yesterday. My only goal at this event was to beat Ken's clipboard. So if Henry, do you want to play against Ken on the live cam with his clipboard? And if you beat him,
I feel like I've got nothing to gain from that.
No, here he was gonna
No,
say
you-
if
no,
you
no, you
beat
do,
him, he will
because-
wear the dress.
Okay, putting
Yeah,
one.
that's
I
now,
thought he was.
now we're getting somewhere. I will still play on my heart. I'll have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
on the
I have
sidelines.
to trust.
I
that
thought we
you're
were trying to
going
get
You've seen
Ken.
what I can bring to the
Yeah,
table.
exactly. I agree.
You're
man.
saying that I have to believe in you as a friend.
Yes.
You have to
Yes.
believe in me. I feel
Okay.
like that's. I would play. I'd represent you on the
Yeah,
floor.
you have to
I would
like
fulfill
really
your
play.
dream.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to say I don't believe in you, but I'll still do it.
Look, man,
I'll
I've
still
got a
do
better
it.
chance than you have. Of beating him. So that's. I'm representing you. there.
Okay, well, yeah, in a world where this has to happen, then yeah, okay, fine.
All right. So
Okay.
is that the bet then?
Is that how we're
All right,
doing
well,
Hey,
it?
we have to get
we'll
Ken on
live
board
cam
first.
it, yeah.
What happens if I do beat him? Does Ken have to wear it? We could have to
I
do a
feel
full
like Ken-
photo shoot.
Ken
I
needs
do.
to wear
I
something
think
as
Ken
well.
needs to do something honestly,
Yeah.
because he messes with us so much. Like he
All
never
right,
gets to do
let's
anything.
maybe bring it. If you can hear us,
Yeah,
get
Ken.
bring it on the mic. After this map, get him on the mic.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's up
Oh,
for
this is
it.
a fast round in mid here.
Is that it? Fast round.
There was a little bit of contention in mid. It did slow down here a little bit, Henry.
There we go. Keep going.
We do have MBK there in Palace. Nice little flash on Jacob.
Ooh, very
Another
effective
one,
flash,
yep,
Robin.
holding NBK off there, but again, he's just causing a little bit of a ruckus, waiting for RPK. And Saiwu,
You got the same problem as me. You have to squint a little bit.
Yeah,
When the names
yeah,
come up,
yeah.
I've done that so much. I just keep saying this guy.
yeah, no, I noticed that too, but I have it literally right
I
there.
really
It's just,
am going blinded by
This
this.
guy's playing like Zaiwu right now.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, it's him.
Oh, but here we go though. Oh, bombs down 2 in connector.
Uh-oh.
Go back
Big
to
frag.
back.
That could have been. Oh, is he see a gun? He didn't spot that. Pow pow. Damn, bro.
Damn.
J-Kiss.
Beautiful.
Jacus.
Jacus, Jacob, JKM,
All of
the
them.
whole crew.
Okay.
Could we just call JKS JKs?
JKs.
JK's.
Yeah, that won't be
Just
confusing
kiddings.
at all.
JKs all around?
Just
JK.
JKing around.
JK.
Just capping around.
Yeah.
We could.
What do we actually here's a note. So maybe Renegades did only play it because even for the retakes now losing the entry, we haven't seen that B stack all too much from Renegades. We've
Yeah.
seen a little bit more loose play, 1 towards B and then still keeping them mid guy and then 1 towards spawn, depending on like positioning.
Look at what they're doing now. Like a solo mission up mid on the side of Renegades. So early information, that's going to create a rotation from Catwalk over towards A.
Okay, if Ken wins, you have to wear the dress, and if you
Wait,
win,
what?
What?
if Ken beats you, then you have to wear the dress.
Okay, I see
if
what
you
you're doing.
win, then I have to wear the dress.
Dude, he's
How's
using
that?
a clipboard.
Yeah, so
So
you're
So I'm
not,
going to beat him.
he won a tournament with a clipboard.
Yeah, against who? Like BTS staff or something?
No. He used to play a lot.
Okay, but who did he beat with a clipboard? How did this situation ever arise?
He's like
Oh, it's a nice pick from
he
Spear.
like played a lot of ping pong.
Sure,
So
no, I understand that part. You're not answering the question though. Why was he ever in a tournament using a clipboard?
It was a clipboard tournament.
It was clipboard versus clipboard.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, that's a really bad bet for you. I'm going to beat him if he's using the clipboard. It's just. It's
I
gonna
actually
happen.
am not sure. Okay, vENdetta, do you think like he's gonna beat him for sure?
No, I mean I beat you as well. So
With what?
Ping pong or table
No, we're
tennis.
talking about
Yeah, no.
if I could beat Ken.
Yeah, I know.
You got
yeah,
the-
yeah.
We're
You
grabbing
got the
Ken right
same
now.
amount of
Okay.
rounds as me versus Ken with the clip.
Yeah, and
versus
I
clipboard.
beat you, and Henry beat you, so me and Henry might be like roughly the same level.
So you
and
think
I
he's-
got trashed by Ken with a clipboard.
Okay, so you're saying yeah, you don't
Yeah,
think
I
he's
don't
gonna
think
win?
You
He's gonna
guys have
win.
all been playing against a dude with a clipboard.
Yeah, I played with.
Why is
I
this
played against
even
him with a normal
conversation?
racket as well. And that
Anyway,
didn't go
tell him I'm
well.
down.
Nice. Well, he's coming. Ken is coming on air in a second.
Okay,
here.
there we
just-
have it.
Here we go. He's coming right now.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
finish this
Right.
round first, though.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a
Get the
Renegade
mic
playing
turned up.
aggressive again.
Yeah.
Get on the microphone here, Ken. No, it's fine. This is
Yeah.
end of the round. So here's
Perfect,
Ken.
we're
So
done.
Ken,
Okay, so Henry, tell him what's going on.
So there's been a lot of hype about you and a certain clipboard, the table tennis arena. I've played him at table tennis, and I'm not surprised you can beat him with a clipboard. I'm just not sure you could beat me with a clipboard. So I'm challenging you to a bet here where I think the rules you laid out were if I beat him, you wear the dress. If he
Yeah.
beats me,
You wear the
I'll
dress.
wear the dress.
So you're saying I could make Launders wear a dress by throwing?
Wait
Yes.
a second.
Oh,
but,
yes.
But you can
also
get him
make
to wear a
Henry
dress.
if you win.
If
which
you
is-
win.
I feel like you care about wearing it more.
No, I don't
like
think
I
so.
want to, or I don't.
You
he-
don't want to.
I think he'll own it.
Okay.
He was walking around with nipples. Gaffer tape.
we
the
are
other
going to
day,
be good
to
sports
fair.
about this. I didn't want to find out that you were biased because that could change the parameters of the.
Yeah,
I'll play
obviously.
him.
Oh, we can
I'll
up
play
the
him.
Yeah,
ante. We
yeah.
can up
I'll
the
play
ante
him.
and
Okay,
say that,
because
like,
I don't think you want to lose.
I don't want to lose.
So yeah,
Great.
okay, perfect.
So this
Currently undefeated with the clipboard.
when will this
Yeah.
happen, Ken? When can we make this happen? After the series?
Not today.
It's got to be
it's a tomorrow
between
thing.
the,
Oh, is there a
between the
tomorrow
semis
thing?
and the finals so that the team has time to wait.
More of
Let's
a
do
break.
it.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
All right,
So
we're
we-
making a show match.
There it is.
All right, there we
Yeah.
go.
All right, we'll have the
So
dress on
I-
display. Can we like
I-
a mannequin with the dress on and everything?
So then I could
And-
potentially be in the doing the finals in a dress. Is what?
Yes.
That's what we're
Yes.
saying. This. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
I like it.
Can we get a graphics pack
One
made
game,
up
one
as well?
game, not the whole finals. Let's do one game.
Yeah, just
Okay.
one game.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, as long as it comes on air, so I don't really care.
All right,
All right.
thank you.
Done. All right, locked in.
So
It's a
is it-
show match.
Great.
I feel good
Done.
about this.
Yeah, add it into the content calendar.
I don't think Ken wants to lose.
Let's
I feel
make
good
some
about
graphics.
this.
Ken's gonna go right back to
He's
the
gonna go practice
to the
now,
table.
like,
Yeah.
That's why he said
Hey,
not
listen,
today.
Henry. When we played, you beat me 4-1 with the clipboard, and then
Yeah.
we switched to rackets only, and then we got about 6-7 points each.
Sure.
So Ken,
Trust me, the people watching, you
beat me. I
look
only
like a
got 6
noob compared to me. You look like an
Oh,
absolute noob.
all right, listen,
Dude, listen, I'm
So-
just saying.
I'm just forewarning you about Ken. I'm not talking about. I'm telling you, dude.
All right, well, anyway, we've got it
We'll
all
see.
worked out
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
We've done it. We don't need to talk anymore. The match, the gauntlet's been laid down,
All right.
and I look forward to seeing that pretty little dress tomorrow. It's going to be a lot
And
of
this
fun.
game is getting to the wire here now.
I'm not shaving.
13-12.
I was about to say Renegades have figured stuff out too.
I agree. They've been playing really well there.
I'm not
this
working
season side.
extra.
A lot of aggressive play from Renegades. Yet another aggressive play here from Jacob.
Oh, is he gonna do the patient thing where he doesn't move? Yeah, he is. Test of patience here. He did this versus HenryG as well, I want to say. It was Tarek on top of the stairs. Tarek eventually folded.
Oh, okay.
Apex just ready for it though, apparently. All right, it's a good start for the Frenchies. That's a lot of the wanted map control as well that Renegades have banked a lot on.
I like this
Gone.
gamble
Yeah,
though
this is a
from
good,
Renegades.
good move.
Teller still not quite sure what they want to do here.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
this could be really good here for Renegades. Let's see what happens.
Oh, Smoothie dropped down.
Oh, and a flash.
Oh, Az is in such a rough spot right now. Because that smoke is fading.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got one.
The crossfire. Wow, Apex took a bit to wake up there. Oh, he's throwing a smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they going to expect Jacob here? Oh, Jake, yes.
That's nice movement, but damn, he doesn't adjust in
That's a
time.
massive gap, though.
Dude.
Holy hell.
Yeah, Smoothie abuses. Oh, another opportunity.
Yep.
2v2. This
Bomb
one gets
down.
scary for the T's, yeah.
How are they going to retrieve that bomb? Oh, well, I guess that's one way.
Yeah, don't give him that kill. They know Liaz is in. Okay, yeah, he's identified. What an adjustment. That would have been something else. Chance there. Bomb's planted. It's a read now. Does he go to the left? And he calls that. Yeah, the spray's in. Perfect. Adjust just enough to get the headshot even.
It's very well done by Renegades. Going down a man early, then having the guts as well to stay aggressive towards middle. Adds being able to pick up that one frag. It's huge stuff. Also Smoothie as well. Like again, because it's a top connector smoke instead of the classic jungle stairs for an A take. That gap is always going to be there.
Yeah.
That when they do a deep jungle smoke. So yeah, just having the presence of mind to find the openings that they need.
Well, here we go, boys. The crescendo. Renegades last stand here at CS Summit 4. Looking to finish on a high. Mirage, considering Vitality struggle on this map and Renegades, it's a home map. Yes, they have a stand-in. I would expect them to take this, but it's coming right down to the wire now. But remember, on the CT side, 13-13, full buy on either side here, but no AWP for the French. It's going to be Renegades with Smoothie up currently watching that connector position, seeing if he can catch anyone out. It's a difficult shot to hit, especially when the smokes are landing.
Oof. Yep. Top connector, minute 29. Not a bad pace.
But that Molotov's not going to be deep enough.
There's 5 at mid though. CTs are not squeezing.
You're right there, Van.
Oh. Lost opportunity for Azza.
Oh my
Smooth
god, they're gonna
Smoothie's
walk through
dead.
this. Oh, he's so mad.
the thing is that actually the fact he threw that incendiary cost him his life, right? If you hear that being thrown, you can just swing out as soon as you hear it, and you know you've got a kill. Like, it takes you, what, second or so to get the weapon back out. If you time it well, you're going to get that frag.
What's going to happen now?
Really nice response from JKS, though, getting aggressive on top of Ticket. JKS.
Not bad.
Damn.
That's
huge.
Delicious sandwich there from Jacob.
Man, you got to think he's in the most tenuous spot. He's scared the most. He knows they're crossing on him. They know, like, once they cross, they're going to clear a ramp sandwich, just one of the regular spots. He has to be on full alert. And once he gets his first kill, it's his teammate. It's Zywoo who's counting on Alex to get that trade. So great angle for him to hold. Delivers on 3. That's enormous. Economically, it makes sure that everyone can afford nades and just have everything they need this round. Renegades take a small lead. And again, it's Renegades who have so much less to play for right now. So it's just a testament to how much they're trying.
Yeah, absolutely. I respect it.
Yeah.
They're really giving it their all. And why not? $1,500 for the map win. And sure, like, you might have a stand in here, but you want to have the taste a bit of glory, having some victories just to kind of end it on a high, so it's not complete frustration.
Good feeling going to Dallas as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They're using Smooya for Dallas. You might as well take every official game you can get as experience, and that's another big factor as well. Vitality, though, trying to fight back. This is an old school little setup. So you got the AWP baiting in the flashbang there. So Smooya will take a shot, hopefully get a kill. He is really committing to that frag. So the flashbang will come in now from the CT, but you can see that smoke doesn't actually help Leaz out at all. But he's still in a decent position. He has been baited in effectively. Needs to find multiple kills here. Oh, there it is. He's delivering on all fronts, and it's going to be a clean sweep from Renegades. They got himself map point here. They dropped the first map, which cost them the tournament, but we'll at least get a consolation prize here. Decent setup here. They're absolutely trying
That's awesome.
as hard as they can. It's a really, really nice round from
And
Renegades.
Smooya makes himself available to take that last op shot too. So
Yeah.
even if Leaz goes
commits
bad
to
on
it,
that,
to like helping his teammate out.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't get the
awesome.
kill, but he makes sure he gets multiple frags from that.
Quick
That's
rotation
huge.
as well. I think Jacob was on that site grabbing a kill too. Like, Renegade CT side on Mirage is just really, really good.
Yeah, you brought it up like before the half even started. This is the team that took a strawless from a 13-2 deficit into a win with the CT side comeback on Mirage.
So what makes him so good then? Or
I mean, it's a lot of things. Again, like, they're being very agile with how they use their positioning. I mean, so far we've seen Smooya pretty much use every surface of the map. And again, like, it's the fact that when they get into the group, when they get money and utility on their side, you have different takes on it. JKS can play forward on ramp. You have Jacob dropping down into underpass. You have Azza pushing aggressively on mid. It's just a different take for a lot of teams to deal with at any given stage. So it's like you said, like, when you set a precedent for how you want to play a certain side, teams are going to think about that all the time, and they're going to prepare accordingly. And then when you throw something completely different towards them, they're going to be left scrambling. Renegades would just kind of find that magic spot. I think Kassad has a lot of credit to be taken for that.
No, I was really unhappy when I saw that announcement initially of Kassad leaving Renegades. I was like, this is a mistake.
Yeah, and they went for a dip as well in 4.
Yeah.
I think it was just because they
absolutely.
went through such a slum, like
Yeah.
such a period where it was so frustrating. He's such a passionate guy. Like, I feel like he was probably compromising the team as well,
Yeah,
how invested he
probably.
was. But then it was a good choice for him to come back for sure. Can Renegades close it out though? Maybe not now. It's a 4 versus 3, but Smooth's still alive. Really want to see him have one of those great rounds. He's so good in the clutch situations, the AWP. We'll see if he can start finding some shots now. That's more like it. 3 on 3. Big pick from Smooya. 20 seconds remaining. The bomb should be going down at this point. That's the kind of shot you'd expect him to hit, but it was a difficult one. But the bomb has been dropped. Backstab from Alex. Now the in-game leader trying to get it done towards that connector. He might have run out of time,
8
though.
seconds.
I think it is all done and dusted. He's going to have to push through. Hope for the best. Even this kill would not matter. There it is. Renegades. It's been a rough tournament for them, but at least they will finish with a $1,500 bonus. And it will be their total record now with
2 and 8?
2 and 8. Yes, I think that's exactly right. And it's a nice CT side. It's a map they're strong on. And like you said, going into Dallas next week,
Yeah.
let's finish it on a high at least. You don't want to just go in and say, oh, we won't try. We'll just let it slip by. They gave it their absolute everything there. And they've taken down Vitality, who've been one of the best teams of this tournament
8
so
and 2.
far.
That's a good point.
So
yeah.
they've managed to get some confidence there. So well done to display that mental fortitude, and they're obviously in good spirits about it as well. So
They
respect.
still have Renegades still have 2 games left to play. They're not done yet.
Oh, they're 2 and 6.
I thought okay.
They're 2 and 6. Yeah,
oh,
they're-
okay.
they're-
So
they're-
they still
My
have another
mistake,
game.
my
Next game is versus
Liquid, yeah.
Damn.
Wait,
Not an easy task,
Yeah.
but again, like, with the right maps, again, this should boost their
Wait, that
confidence
doesn't
a bit.
change anything, does it?
No,
No,
not at all.
they-
It
okay.
changes.
They had to get the 2-0 in their
It changes
favor,
who
right?
Liquid ends up playing. So for Liquid, it's an important game depending on who they will end up playing, and it's going to be between Liquid either plays Vitality or HenryG, because those are currently the 1 and 2, I think. I'm not sure if that could change, but I think HenryG is pretty much a shoo-in for 2nd seed.
They've got 5 wins so far.
Yeah.
Liquid can get to 5. How did the head-to-head with HenryG?
Come here,
and Liquid
Kassad.
go? Yeah.
Let's ask Kassad. I'm sure he's giving this a lot of thought. So, that you split maps. First of all, congrats on the Mirage win. One of the only wins you took versus Vitality.
Yeah.
You don't look too enthusiastic though.
No, I mean, I'm not happy at all. I think many basic things kind of screwed us over alongside both days.
Yeah, but it's like you've got the standing here, right? Like you can't
It doesn't-
expectations can't be that
It has
high.
nothing to do with the standing, I feel. Like some
Really?
rounds, of course, but there's some rounds in like basic stuff that we didn't do together. If you see like a demo from yesterday on Inferno,
Yeah.
we are entering B and then the first guy stops and crouches instead of running in and dying.
Okay.
You know.
So fundamental stuff you
Yeah.
expect the guys to know.
And then
at
you
this
can like
point.
compare those situations with a round like here, and it was 14-13 or 12-12, something like that, where I could hear the comps and people like stepping together to pick like con, one from triple, one from ticket. You know, stuff that does basic stuff.
yeah.
That's basic teamwork, right?
Yeah.
There was a situation 15-14 on Vertigo where like we had like 8 flashes, and instead of picking with the flash, we just dry pick without we have a full utility. We don't use it. There's basic stuff, basic teamwork that we didn't do well across like 5 maps total, and then we ended up losing. I mean, there's some mistakes yesterday on Dust 2, basic ones.
Well,
just comes up
it
to
sounds
that.
like you have a firm understanding as to the problems that went wrong. We were kind of closing this game out thinking you've got DreamHack coming up next, right? So
Yeah.
at least you can see what the key issues were. It don't sound like they're too hard to fix,
this is a long-term issue for us. We keep like we don't like blindly go into like 10 screams a day, 8 screams a day, whatever. For us, 3, 4, 5 most is enough. But we need to get this. We do a lot of theory about like this fundamentals, like teamwork, like pre-planned spacing, post-planned positioning,
Yeah.
flashing for each other, just like stuff like that. And we didn't do it so well these tournaments. And the last one, like against MIBR and the Pro League second group stage, it was awful. And that's why I'm not like so happy about it.
That's
At
understandable.
all.
But
So
if you want to look at some positives, like once you got control of them, or once you finally got some money on your CT side here on Mirage, like that looked more like what we saw out of the major run for you guys, for example. Like a lot of things seem to be going pretty well there.
the positives is that we can actually do all of those things. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, exactly.
We can do it.
Yeah.
We are capable of doing it.
Yeah.
We know how we need to do it. We just sometimes we kind of forgot, right?
So what's
Game
the
of Thrones.
what's the
Yeah.
process now then between this tournament and DreamHack? So have you got time to maybe rectify some of these issues?
I don't know. I think, I mean, we pretty much like have super weak chances of getting the playoffs here. I mean, even the 2-0 Liquid,
Yeah.
it should
I
be
think
like
you're
super.
pretty much out.
I mean, if we
right?
2-0 Liquid and they ended up losing one map against NRG,
Yeah,
I
their
think we
matches are
could-
actually really
Yeah,
important because
right.
they've already
Yeah.
dropped 3.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what's
yeah.
your, what's your
if
score,
Liquid
Dr.
if Liquid
It's actually
drops 0-3,
huge that they're going up against Liquid.
If Liquid they're 3-3 right now,
Yeah.
aren't they? Yeah. So if they lose the last 4 matches, so they
If
That's
they lose
true. Yeah, you
2-0.
have a yeah. Okay,
Yeah, we have like
that's
a,
true.
this
yeah,
big of a
okay.
window,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, we're gonna
So,
play.
so here's the question: you already know the maps versus Liquid because this was all
Yeah.
done beforehand. Were you surprised? And it's a side question to Vitality. Were you surprised seeing that Vertigo?
We didn't really know. I mean, we kind of knew that they're maybe playing it because they had one MDL match, but it was like maybe that was a
Yeah,
bait, you know.
sure.
And we went for the gamble because we didn't want to really face them with a stand-in on overpass or nuke.
That's what you say. If you're the underdog team, you might as well float it and hope they're weak on it as well, right? You can see what can go
and
down.
just like I mean, the way I see it, we actually didn't play bad on Vertigo. We had some issues on B side.
Yeah.
Some key rounds went their way there because we didn't react properly.
Yeah.
We used our smokes early. They used our mollies and flashes. They just run into
it seemed
stuff
like you
can't
went for
do
quite a
anything.
passive approach in the B.
Yeah,
CT
that's why I
setup,
used 2 timeouts. On both of timeouts, I said the same thing. We need to react and save our smokes a little bit more on
Yeah.
B side because when they do their execute, we just drop a smoke, put out the
Exactly.
molly, or stand behind the smoke, wait for the flash, and just run through, try to kill 1 or 2. Because if you let on Vertigo people execute on you full nades,
Yeah.
there's no way you can win.
Bomb's
that
going to
round.
go down. It's going to be a nightmare to
It's
try and
over
get
right
through.
there. The map
Absolutely.
is like that. It's just over.
What do you think about the map in general? Now that I mean, obviously we got a new update a few days ago, and now you finally got to play it one
we know
time.
it needs work. It's a
We know it
precursor.
needs work,
But like,
exactly.
do you feel like it has a future within CS?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's easy to play.
Yeah.
It's not really hard to play
No.
at all. It's easier than Cash, for example, like Aaron said. It's easier than Cash. You just set up and execute, pretty much that. So it's not really hard to play. I think it needs a little bit more rework because like CTs CTs is super hard.
Yeah, it
especially
is.
if you bait some of their nades early on B. just get a little bit control, you can do whatever they want to them, you know.
Okay.
And it's easy to play. That's the most important thing right now.
Excellent
Cool.
stuff.
All right.
Well, thank you very much, Kessel. That's actually one of the
Yeah,
best
appreciate
interviews
the
we had.
insight.
That's
That's
great.
awesome.
That's
That was very
fantastic.
point.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
actually
much.
clip that, put it on
Fantastic.
YouTube. That'd be great.
So you got some shout outs,
Yeah,
some
we
merch
gotta
today?
thank our sponsors.
I'm
Obviously,
gonna
thank
leave
you.
you.
Yeah, go
Sorry.
for it.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you
thanks,
very
man.
much.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you to Monster for keeping us energized all day long, and Sennheiser for being the official audio sponsor of the event. They are giving away the GSP 600s. You can go and grab those from bts.gg/CS giveaway, and there's obviously also merch that we don't have on today. We were wearing, and we will probably continue
Mine
to
got
wear.
a bit
That's
stinky.
all-
Moses
Here
has
we
it.
go.
What are you talking about,
bts.gg/store.
What are you talking about?
Oh, vENdetta's actually
Rocking
rocking
a
it, of
tee.
course. Very loyal. And there it is, the fantastic logo they've got just for this summit, tailored to this event.
Yeah, limited run. Get involved.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
get
go.
involved.
And then,
Exactly.
hey, before we throw to break, after the break, we do have that segment with me and Henry.
The interview.
This
We
is going to
have the
be
interview.
This is like walking on
I'm
very
in it. I'm
thin
in it
ice now.
too,
The
yeah,
career is
it's,
beneath me. Just trying to make sure I make it through. We're not sure if it's going to work out.
I have no idea what
We all did
will-
an interview. Did you do an interview?
I did not.
Well,
do-
you
I,
did
I,
one
es-
too?
I
Yeah, I did
escaped
one
it.
too.
Oh, he's involved. Nice.
Dude,
Okay.
yeah, and she was there was questions, so yeah, it'll be
All right.
yeah, we're all
I
kind of just
dodgeable.
waiting.
I'm gonna feel so
so
comfortable on this
yeah,
couch.
we'll see how this goes.
All right.
All right,
it'll
well,
be good.
let's throw to break. Let's grab some air, and then we'll come back. We'll watch a video, and then we'll prepare for Team Liquid versus Renegades.